7 sources of money, in essence capital, for you to be able to start your business. When it comes to starting and running a business, one of the main impediments for most people out there is that startup capital. In essence, the initial money they require for them to be able to start their business. Getting capital is not easy per se, but knowledge on multiple sources of capital out there can assist you see how to go about getting money for you to be able to start your business. That's why this video is important for you. And if you like this kind of videos, don't hesitate to drop a like on this video. By you dropping a like, and even so, if you're new, you subscribing is gonna really assist the channel to grow, and also you're gonna be getting such awesome videos as and of when I upload them. You are all much welcomed to the Money Daily YouTube channel. My name is Afagza Sifuna. Source number 1 is you getting loans from banks and also microfinance institutions. Regardless of living in which country, we're talking about there being a myriad of commercial banks out there and even microfinance institutions which have sector-specific and also small business focus. Why not get money from these institutions? And the good thing is that you getting money through these institutions is actually a very structured way of going about it. And even so, they have lower interest rates compared to other sources of financing out there, like for example, merchants, Shylocks, you name it. And beyond that, they also have very structured way and even very disciplined way with which they go about collecting the different repayments. So go out there, get money through banks and microfinance institutions. Of course, it might not be easy, but if you have a good credit score, be sure you could even have a basis of bargaining for you to be able to get money, and even so, maybe push your limit a bit higher. Essential thing with this is that also you need to have a good credit scoring for you to be able to access money through banks. This tells you that in case, for example, you have already existing loans and maybe you have poor credit record, you might want, for example, to improve your credit record before you approach banks and even microfinance institutions out there, because they have access to your credit report, which is filed through different credit reference bureaus out there. If you have a good credit score, don't hesitate. Jump into those and you might just be able to get money, right? And then the second source of money or capital for you to be able to start your business is loans from friends, families, and close people to you. In essence, what is normally called love money. We're talking about the kind of money whereby you don't really need to approach formal financial institutions, but also be able to get money from friends and families. And the good thing that with this kind of loans, we're talking about at least you having some freedom when you're gonna pay it, and also beyond that, even you can be able to get this money with no interest. Of course, occasionally, we see friends and families out there pushing for equity, but I think this is not something you need to let go. Have the full control of your business. Don't let many of the family members in it right from the upfront. And you might just be able to get into good business and be able to steer it towards profitability. Of course, some family members out there could want to push you to the corner, for example, telling you, for example, I'm going to give you money, you establish a business, and I'm going to own 50% of this business or whichever percentage. Guys also bargain with them. At the end of the day, they are family and they are friends. They're going to be able to give you money at more flexible terms with no interest rates. And this is actually what you need more so when you're starting a business. Low cost of financing, and also you having flexibility to pay even over a longer duration of time. So approach family, approach friends, and you might just be able to get money for you to start a business. But also a caveat to this. On this front, you might not really be able to get huge amounts of money. So know that upfront before you approach friends and family. Just approach them, for example, for top up. But you might not, for example, get even high amounts of money for you to be able to start a business, right? And then, idea number 3, through which you can be able to get money for you to start a business, is getting money through angel investors and venture capitalists out there. We're talking about essentially you getting money from different strangers out there. For angel investors, they're going to give you money to a small scale. But venture capitalists can even put down $1 million on your business. But the only thing that for angel investors out there, they're just looking for potential and passion which aligns to their area of expertise. They want to see what you are able to do, and even so, they want to see a business which they are passionate about. Talk about high net worth individuals out there, billionaires out there, millionaires out there, who want to spend some of their extra income out there to build business in a specific fields, right? Of course, they're going to have some form of control in the business for them to be able to steer you towards the right direction, but not that active really control per se. And then the other front, we're talking about venture capitalists. More at times, venture capitalists are looking for high growth tech opportunity businesses out there. The kind of businesses whereby even they can be able to get 10 times, 20 times the initial investment. And venture capitalists out there are actually those kind of individuals and businesses out there which are looking for very, very high-tech businesses. And for such, they actually have ownership in the business. So look into these two options out there too, and you might just be able to get capital for your business. And of course, as I've said, also be ready to let part of your business go, because most of the time they're looking to have some equity in your business, but they're also very cautious to see that they put on their money in high potential businesses. And then the fourth way through which you can be able to get money for you to start your business is through crowdfunding. Yes, guys, crowdfunding has become an awesome phenomenon of late. In essence, you tapping into public money for you to be able to get the initial capital for you to be able to start your business. Look here, guys. Crowdfunding, you could think about it like a form of IPO, but not that restricted per se. Of course, companies out there borrow from the public through the initial public offering, through different stock or security exchanges out there. But with crowdfunding, is essentially you borrowing money from the public without really having this nitty-gritty or very structured way of you really seeing or even having your business regulated. Of course, you're going to be able to let stake of your business go to these strangers, but the good thing is that also there is high illiquidity and the people are going to be doing crowdfunding for you, in essence, lending you money. Understand this. We're talking about them having stake in your business, but a stake which is not very liquid. Don't hesitate. Tap into crowdfunding for you to be able to start your business. But also with this, there is a caveat to it. Ensure the money you're going to get go towards saying what you said you're going to do. In essence, the project through which you are doing crowdfunding for, to avoid any legal repercussions for this, and also just to ensure you build trust for your business as it sets out to establish itself, right? And then idea number 5, through which you can be able to get capital for you to be able to start a business, is through business grants and also subsidies. Yes, guys, we're talking about government anchored or even private anchored business grants and also subsidies. Look very carefully in your country. You might realize that actually the government is giving some grants or even subsidies for businesses out there to be able to start. And even so, we also have entrepreneur focused organizations out there which could also be giving grants and even subsidies for businesses out there to be able to start their business on a good footing. For this, it requires for you to do research and even consult out there so that to have leads which can assist you access different grants out there and even subsidies. Of course, for grants, it's going to be very competitive because talking about you appeasing a given grantor terms and conditions. And even beyond that, your business needs to be very viable because grantors out there are looking for high impact too. And also they are looking for how they can get their name out there in the society. So if you have a very good business plan and also your business is very viable, why not jump into this opportunity? You could just be able to tap into grants and even subsidies for you to be able to be in very awesome business, right? And then idea number 6 through which you can be able to get money for you to start a business is through business credit cards or even using your individual credit cards. Yes, guys, I know you're talking about a very risky situation, but in case your business is very viable and you are quite certain, of course not 100% certain, but quite certain that you're going to be able to start turning in a profit soon, why not use business credit cards or even individual credit cards to have the initial capital for you to start a business? Of course, for this, we're talking about there are being high repercussions because you're most likely going to pay very high interest for this. And in fact, you're talking about an interest even upwards of 40% for you to be able to access this money, because most credit card options out there don't really encourage cashing out of cash. So for this, you're going to pay handsomely for it. Be ready to face the repercussions. But if your business is very high stake business, kind of business whereby you can be able to turn in a profit as and when you establish it, why not risk? We have individuals out there who've been able to even max out their credit cards, cash out for them to be able to start a business, and they just ended up paying the loan which they acquired, of course at a higher price, but they have paid it off. And also in the same breath, we have people out there who have been able to max out their credit cards and then suffer the consequence of it. So ensure your business is very viable before you exploit this option, but also it could be an option for you to jump into, right? And then idea number 7, in essence, the last idea I want to discuss with you is LPO financing. Different financial institutions out there are actually supporting businesses be able to access capital for them to start a business or even to do supplies business. So if you're looking to jump into supplies and you know you have a very good credit score, you have a very good credit record, and also you have a very viable business profile. In other words, you are a fully registered company which is actually doing business legitimately. Why not try LPO financing? A good number of banks out there are actually facilitating availing of money to businesses out there through LPO financing, and then they're going to be able to recoup their money once you are paid. Guys, look to jump into this option, LPO financing, for you to be able to access money through banks and even other microfinance institutions out there, and why just be able to get that much needed capital for you to be able to start your business or even to facilitate supplies in your business, right? What do you all think about these 7 ideas? I hope you've gotten some which are exciting and you look forward to jump into this space for you to be able to get the much needed capital for you to start your business. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I look forward to share with you other awesome videos next time. Bye bye and you all take care.